History tells you Tesla died alone. But I know better. Because I met him. In secret. In 1905. And he gave me something that could have changed the world. A box. Locked. And a whisper. If you ever choose progress over power, open this. But I didn't. Not then. Why? Because I was a king. And kings fear what they can't control. This is the story I never told. Until now. The summons. The letter arrived on golden-trimmed paper. Not from a monarch. But from a man who played with lightning. Tesla. His words were strange. Beautiful. Urgent. Your Majesty, the future of energy, and empires, hangs in a delicate balance. Come alone. Why me? Because I ruled a land of coal and conquest. Because my armies marched, but his machines could fly. The court mocked it. My advisors protested. But something in me, a flicker, said, go. I told my people I was visiting America for diplomacy. But this was no state visit. This was a pilgrimage to the mind of a prophet. Arrival at the lab. I arrived in New York under cover of night. Tesla's lab stood like a cathedral of electricity. No guards. No scientists. Just him. He greeted me like an old friend. No bow. No fear. Royalty is inherited, he said. But genius is earned. He walked me through chambers of marvels, drones before flight, lights with no wires, machines that felt. And then, he stopped. Held up a small box. Polished wood. Silver latch. Inside is a design. Not for weapons. Not for war. But for limitless, wireless energy. Enough to power cities, or crush them. I reached for it. He pulled it away. Not yet. First, understand what power truly means. The vision. Tesla guided me to a strange chamber. Glass walls. Strange metals. A seat. Sit, he said. Let me show you tomorrow. And then. The world unfolded. I saw towers taller than mountains. Cars with no horses. Skies filled with drones. Nations running not on coal, but on sunlight and wind. But then the vision cracked. Smoke. Sirens. Machines of war feeding on the same energy. Weapons pulsing through satellites. This, he whispered, is the cost of unchecked power. I stepped back. Breathless. He looked me in the eyes. The choice will be yours. One day. Back in my quarters, I stared at the box he gave me. It wasn't locked by key, but by conviction. I thought of my people. Of factories choking the sky. Of armies dying for oil and steel. This could change everything. But I also thought of enemies. If we had it, so could they. Would peace follow? Or annihilation? I saw two futures. One of light. One of ruin. And for the first time in years. I was afraid. The King's Dilemma. Tesla asked me to return the next day. To decide. I brought my generals, secretly. Scientists too. They laughed at his theories. Called it madness. Dangerous. But my son. The prince, barely 12, held the box in his hands. What if this could stop all wars, he asked. I had no answer. Only a heartbeat, thundering in my ears. Tesla saw it. He smiled. The future belongs to those brave enough to imagine it. And wise enough, to wait. I left that night. Box sealed. Mind fractured. Tesla didn't protest. He simply placed a hand on my shoulder. Your Majesty. What matters most is not the box, but when, and why, you choose to open it. Back on the ship, I locked the box in my private vault, and ordered my court never to speak of Tesla again. I buried the truth. For peace. Or cowardice. Even now. I'm unsure. The decades rolled on. World wars erupted. Millions died. And Tesla? He faded into obscurity. Alone. Unfunded. Branded mad. But the world caught up to him. Wireless tech. Drones. Clean energy. His dreams survived. Even as the man vanished. And me? I grew old. Watching a world shaped by men who feared dreams more than death. I kept the box. I kept the secret. Until now. On my final day as king, I called for my son. I handed him the box. Inside lies possibility. But it must be opened not with pride, but with purpose. He asked me what Tesla was like. I smiled. Like lightning. Beautiful. Dangerous. And always ahead of his time. I don't know if my son ever opened it. Maybe he shouldn't. Maybe you shouldn't. Or maybe. Just maybe. The time is now. Until now. They say the box was lost in a fire. But recently, someone found it. In a vault. Hidden. Untouched. Inside, was a key. Not just to a box. But to an idea. A dream born in 1905. And now. The world faces a new storm. Climate. War. Division. Greed. And I ask you. If you held the key to energy eternal. Would you open it? Because I still wonder. Should I have?